And welcome to How Far is Too Far. And I am your host, Brian Ozoria. Um, First of all, round of applause. First episode. This is the grand opening of How Far is Too Far. We're happy to be here. We are super excited. And today I have a very special guest with me. My best friend, gamer, entrepreneur, en route to be a millionaire like tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Georges.
I appreciate that, brother. What's going on?
Nothing much. Just having another day. Let's get it started. Today we're here for a few things. Introduce you to what how far is so far it's gonna be. How far is too far? Wow. First take and already got the name messed up.
Authenticity, brother.
Amazing.
Keep it
Amazing.
transparent.
We're doing good.
It's all good.
Why how far is too far is here? With the sole reason that I feel like this new generation, Gen Z, why they need our help desperately. We are the one thing that they have to relate to when it comes to struggle, love, money, career,
Growth, purpose.
life.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do.
Excited, bro. That's awesome.
They get out of school with that bad feeling that we all been there of what's next. Go back to mama's house, get a 9 to 5 at Tim Hortons. And we're here to help. We didn't exactly make it out of there, but we know how to manage it. We know where to go. And it comes to everything from something as simple as cleaning your shoes before you get out of your house to which career choice you want to make. We got answers towards that.
Yeah.
And today is the day where, we all learn, from you, the little guy that, 16, 17 years old, that high school is the most exciting thing for you right now. To you with everybody, 40, 50, 60, that you might want to have a new jump start due to the fact that you didn't have how far is too far in your life to tell you what choices to make.
Man, I love it. I want to just say that not just millennials. Man, I know so many 45, 50, 60-year-olds lost, lack of confidence, broke, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And on top of that, my little cousins I talk to, they call me all the time. They're 12, 13, 14 years old. They want to learn how to own a business, how to grasp life. Like, what do I got to do? So not just millennials, man, human beings.
I just want to make something very clear. About 3 years ago, this gentleman right in front of me told me, Brian, entrepreneurship will be the answer to everything in about a couple of years from now. And I'm like, yeah, true. Didn't really took that in. And now we're here.
COVID.
Even if you want to work, you can't.
Yeah. So sad, man. Yeah, 100, 200 years ago, 95% of the populations were entrepreneurs. They owned a business, mom and pop shops, right? They would trade. Here's some food, give me some money. Here's my skill. I can do woodwork or welding or whatever, right? That's how it worked. And 5% were employees,
right?
So it was super awkward and uncommon for somebody to work for somebody else. Industrial age comes. Right, our grandparents, right, factories and all these, the 40-40-40 plan, working 40 years with a company, right, 40 hours a week, and you retire off 40% of that income, your pension. Man, it's changing now. It's exposing that.
You got so many things going on.
Crazy.
You got trading stocks, currency exchange,
real estate, property, Bitcoin,
you name
restaurant, franchise. So many opportunities, man. Just got to pick one.
And the one thing
Twitch
that we don't have is how to do these things.
Correct. Leadership.
You go to school, you get your math, your English or whichever language is dominant in the country that you're in, and that's it.
Yeah.
There is no how to build your life, how to support a family, and then you got this powerful thing which we call social media today.
Crazy, man.
That
changed our life.
It's just full of utterly garbage. A lot of big titties, a lot of fat asses. There's a lot of that in there, I tell you right now. But there is no how make money. Now, don't get me wrong. You got a bunch of ads of, sign up for a free tutorial on how to, become a millionaire and have this Lamborghini just like me. Wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many things out there that, you know, there probably people out there with a good conscience that do want to help.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's the other 5% that is just fucking it up for everybody else. Just
Yeah, man.
straight up scamming, whatever. And people are just skeptical altogether.
It's super interesting you say that because I watched a video the other day that talked about technology. And it talked about how, you know, technology is changing the world. It's ruining our lives. You know, people are addicted. And then this individual went to say, it's actually not the technology because it has nothing to do with the phone or the app. It's you. It's us as a society. So
Yep.
it's crazy because you look at my screen time, ridiculous, disgusting amount of time on these apps.
Yep.
I also own a business, blah, blah, blah. It's all excuses. But it's interesting we say that because we blame these exterior things where really inside is us, man.
At the end of the day, you know, the machine does what we tell it to do.
It's an extension of us. It helps us, brings value, gets you out there in the world. Back in the day when grandma and grandpa were growing, you know, newspapers and word of mouth, you know, if you stood on the side of the street and you tried to get your word out, nothing would happen. I actually listened to a story where back in the day, you know, just with all the racism and black and white and all that kind of stuff. And it's so sad, man. But basically what happened was one darker individual stood up for himself and he went on a bus or in an environment where there was just white people and he got shot. And this other guy got pissed off, a good friend of his. And what he did was he went on the side of the street to kind of preach and get the word out there. And he realized no one's going to watch him. So what he did was he took his American flag, burnt it, and attracted thousands of people
Yep.
to let them know what happened was bullshit. And just I want to connect that to what I'm talking about. Dude, social media, you go post something right now and the reach is ridiculous. You have people posting something that are going viral. So the
crazy.
opportunity we have, we're blessed.
But, and also, we have to make something clear. Social media is not entirely true. There's a lot of lying in social media. For example,
So
most
true.
of these influencers, they just post the good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, Cardi B said this. Cardi B said, you know what? We'll go in and we post, I got a new record deal. I got a new car. I got a new house. But no, anybody goes in and said, oh, I got chlamydia today. So there is not really a balance of, you know, good stuff, bad stuff. It's just all good. And it just adds anxiety.
Yeah.
Anxiety altogether.
Their life is better than mine. What's wrong with me? Literally, bro.
And there's no one to tell you,
Yeah.
hey, don't worry about that.
Man, that's why I talked about vlogging. Right? I wanna record my whole day, let people know the shit I'm going through, the blessings I'm going through. You know, made 10 grand this
process,
month, but
the
you
process.
didn't hear the 8 clients that quit, or the family member that passed away, or the new business partner that quit. So man, I love that. Amazing.
You know, there's this huge saying in the streets, trust the process. But nobody ever gets to see the process.
Well, a lot of people say like enjoy the journey. Brother, there's nothing to enjoy.
Right.
Right? Growing
It's
is
tough.
fucking uncomfortable. You're not going to want to do it. You don't want to, you know, you're not going to want to work out. You're not going to want to wake up early, sleep late. You're not going to want to spend thousands of hours making your craft better, but it's worth it.
Put it this way. The word growing, you're going to go from one size to another, usually larger. Does you picturing in yourself something, an entity or an energy, let's call that life, stretching you out, is that going to be painless?
No,
No.
just like a muscle. Yeah.
And again, this generation doesn't have the helping hand of whoever.
Correct.
This is why we
We
got
lack leadership.
100%.
100%, bro.
100%. That's why we got OnlyFans. This is why we got drug dealers. And all this shit going on, scammers. Because they just want it now.
Yeah.
That instant gratification. They want it today. They want it now.
Yeah.
But how? There's not a manual book on how to do life or how to become successful.
My mind is on fuego right now. There's so much value that I want to talk about right now, but we don't have a lot of time.
Talk to me.
Yeah, so I just want to say, man, I want to say I appreciate you. I love you, brother. I appreciate you putting all the work and time and energy and money into this. I feel honored to come here as a guest.
Sir.
And
Yes, sir.
you know, if this is something that you are taking serious, man, I'm with you all the way, and we're gonna blow it up.
Yes, sir.
Just for the people that know us, that grew up with us, right? Brantford people, Mississauga, whatever. You know, you might be watching this video, and a part of your subconscious mind would say, "Oh, these guys are so dumb for doing this. Nothing's gonna happen. You ain't gonna blow up." Hey, man, we gotta work together, right? And we can bring value, and even though we're from Brantford, 100,000 population, man, human beings, man, we're special. You're special. We're special. We all have different unique talents and abilities and gifts. And man, if we can figure out how to bring that out and just go to work and just get on the platform and
Get
put the work
hungry.
in and drive it, man. There's people out there, you never know. There's somebody watching this podcast right now that is on the verge of suicide
100%.
or depression or is about to kill themselves. And we say, listen, we know what you're going through. We've gone through it. We continue to go through it. And man, I just want to help the human race, man. I'm excited. I'm grateful to be here.
So happy
And there's
that's it.
nothing special about me. I got lucky. You'll hear my story another time, but I got lucky. And when I was 18, I met the right company and leadership, and they changed my life. And my goal now is, when there's darkness, you need one light, one flame to bring light in that darkness. And man, me and Brian are
Guide
going to
you.
start this thing off, and we're going to change the world, man.
You imagine
Fired up.
that, I couldn't imagine how they feel. I've been through it. What am I talking about? I've been through it. I graduated college. My career completely failed
Crazy.
due to life.
Yeah.
Just life. And then I was put on the spot. Okay, well, this is what I was destined to do, and now I don't have it. What do I do next?
Yeah.
And there was nothing more practical for me or a better example for me to know what to do than the fact that I moved from one country to another
Crazy.
when I was 17 years old.
Man. Holy, it's crazy.
I can tell you that is like being born again. Just like a
That's
baby.
insane,
Just like
bro.
a baby, you got to learn how to walk because you don't know where you're going.
Yeah.
You got to learn how to speak because the language is different a lot of the times.
Mm-hmm.
You got to learn how to eat.
Brother, culture, food,
You're
language,
a baby again. You are a
habits.
baby again.
That's why traveling changes your life. You go to different
just-
cultures and societies, and dude, you come back like, what the hell just happened?
Man.
Like my best friend T from Zimbabwe, right? Africa.
Yeah.
His mom died when he was young, and his dad brought him to Canada. Dude, since he was his goal, his whole life was get to Canada. Gets to Canada. This is the most ambitious, hardest working human beings I know in my life because he understands to grow. Man, you got to travel and experience.
Opportunity.
Changes your life, man.
This is really the land of opportunity.
And we're stuck in Brantford.
Hey, I'm not complaining, man.
Me too, man. Love it here.
I feel like
Wayne Gretzky's from here.
for where I came from. To
Alexander
this,
Graham Bell.
I am king, buddy.
We have two professional hockey players. One of them's a really good buddy of mine. Crazy. And then Brian and Danny on the up and coming. You don't even know what's coming, fam. We're not going to talk. We're going to show you when it's done. Cheese.
Moral of the story is we're here to help. Trust in us. Ask questions. All of the links of our socials will be on all of our episodes, whether it's me, him, or the social of the actual podcast. It doesn't matter. Leave a review. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whichever way you're listening to this, leave a review. I want to know how you feel. It really touched me when you mentioned that whole thing about we don't know if somebody's about to commit suicide today.
Man.
You imagine that first comment or text or whatever, or somebody telling us, "Oh, you stopped me from ...
Dude, I got that like 10 times in my life. Some of them are really close buddies of mine. And they go, listen, man, like I'm on the verge of just killing myself. I don't think this is for me. And just a conversation, just a, I love you, brother, or girl, I love you. I'm here for you. I got your back. Whatever you go through, you're not alone. I'm right beside you. Just that, man, is so inspiring. And I want to say one thing about life.
Yeah.
Why I love business and entrepreneurship so much is because entrepreneurship, you got to depend on yourself. So it exposes your weaknesses. It exposes the holes in your boat. And why I love it so much is because in life, you're either growing or dying. There's no in between. You're either making money or you're losing money. You're either getting, fatter or you're losing weight. You're either getting more negative or positive. And people get stuck in the middle thinking that, no. If I'm not doing drugs, I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm kind of just getting by. But dude, it's the opposite. If you're not growing, you're not reading books, you're not setting goals, you're not loving yourself, your self-talk and stretching yourself, your vision and just making yourself better, automatically you're declining. And just take that in. Because right now, if you're not doing anything, if you're living comfortable, day-to-day, mediocre, nothing wrong with that. But man, I want to challenge you as a brother here on earth that you can grow and get better and live our dreams. And how I know that with certainty is my leadership changed my life when I was 18 years old. I'm 27 years old. I haven't had a job in almost 2 or 3 years. My future's looking bright, you know, if God's willing. And man, I'm just grateful. And to know that if I can do it, every single
Everybody can do
human
it.
being can do it, because countless
we all got the
examples.
same tools.
Man.
We all got the same tools out there. There's no difference whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's literally just time, energy, and willingness. I feel like that's the perfect concoction of
100%.
success. At the end of the
100%,
day.
bro.
And you know, we all know that we miss 100% of the shots we don't take.
Yeah. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. If your mouth ain't open, your business ain't open.
That's it.
And for some reason, 99% of the population are addicted to other people's opinion, are addicted of the approval of another human being. They're not paying your bills, right? You're addicted to what Bob and Mary think about your business. You're addicted to what they think about your idea or your whatever. Crazy. I was addicted to what other people thought about me.
Validation.
Exactly. Approval addiction. Crazy.
It's the worst thing ever.
Man, this is a sick start to this podcast. So, hey, I just want to also, just to help Brian out, right? Like, subscribe, guys. Support us. We're going to put a ton of time and energy. Mainly Brian is. I'm just backing him up. And, man, we're going to bring so much value. It's going to start at 0 right now. Give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. We're going to blow it up. Time, energy, and money, value, humor. And this is going to be one of the best Logan Paul says he's got the best podcast. We're up and coming, and we're going to be on his podcast. He'll be on our podcast. And
That's it.
same with Joe Rogan, man. Fired up.
I'm down to go to LA.
Dude,
go to LA?
crazy.
Have you been to LA?
No.
You've been to Vegas.
Been to Dubai, Vegas, Edmonton, Texas.
Texas. Was it nice in Texas?
Dude,
I heard
Texas
some
was
scary.
sick,
I
bro.
heard some scary ass stories in Texas, bro.
Okay, that's fair. Scary ass stories in Brantford.
No,
I bet you the crime rate here is worse than the whole fucking state, bro.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
I mean, Brantford
Texas
is not
is beautiful, bro.
I don't think Brantford is necessarily violent. It's just rotten. There's no,
People trying
thought
to trap.
process. Oh man, there's no thought process. You're either on drugs or selling drugs.
Crazy. And wow, that's crazy, man.
How do we move forward?
Yeah, and that shows lack of leadership, because I was actually talking to my family one day. I'm like, man, what if I run for like mayor of Ontario?
Wow.
Be a leader, right? Inspire next
Can you
generation.
imagine?
Actually fix some shit. And how you fix it? You start changing the way people think. If I can change how you think, change subconsciously what's happening in your brain, you'll get healthier, you'll get wealthier, you'll be happier. Like, my purpose is happiness, right? In the beginning was money, cars, girls, whatever. Man, my purpose, I want to wake up happy, and I am. And that's a life change. Gary Vaynerchuk talks about it all the time.
100%.
If you make 250 grand a year right now and you're depressed, take the 70 grand job to be happy.
Yeah.
Be with
Yeah,
your
yeah,
family,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
man, crazy. Unreal.
You know that's so interesting you say that, because I've always thought like that is something that I live by, is to be open to believe that everything you know is wrong.
That's awesome. So true, bro. Everything we've been taught is a lie.
Yes,
it is,
yes. Because if
It's
you
been
don't
passed down.
give yourself the time and the space to learn something new,
Wow.
I mean, think about it.
That's awesome.
Right now, you don't have a job, you don't have a car,
Mm-hmm.
and you think your life is okay.
Mhm.
Well, newsflash: none of the shit that you're doing is working for you, buddy.
Mhm.
Change it.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
And dude, it's
the way you sit.
uncomfortable, bro. It's hard.
And that's where like most of our society gets stuck, is excuses. There's excuse
Yeah.
for fucking everything.
yeah.
Everything. Mental. No disrespect.
Yeah.
I got anxiety.
Man, and look what's going on. COVID, pedophilia, like the world's
Man.
fucked because there's these evil human beings that have power with money that are controlling the news stations and social media and money, and is disgusting. So I don't blame people that are have anxiety, that are depressed, that are hurting, because it's not like our system sets us up to win. Our system sets us up to actually, try to control us, bring us down, right? Have CERB, give us CERB for the rest of our life, feed us just enough, give us a nice home.
Right.
It's like jail, but like you're in a free world. That's crazy,
You
man.
know how excited people are in America and even Canada about the stimulus check?
Crazy, man.
I feel
Crazy.
ashamed if a grown man like me gives me money.
Well, not even that. Let me ask you a question. What is the government or these quote unquote leaders? What do you think they have planned for you and our family? Not much.
Not much. Well, here's the thing. They put a number on how much they give you. That's
Yeah.
complete control.
Insane.
This is how much they're allowing you to do.
Insane,
a
bro.
month, buddy.
Yeah.
And they could do that for 10 years if they want to.
Now, don't get me wrong. You got kids, you got a wife, you're hurting.
You got to do what you got to do.
lost your job,
No,
your
100%,
business shut
100%.
down. Is disgusting. And you got to do what you got to do. Do what you got to do, man. But have a plan to like,
There
what's
is
the
no
plan?
there is no shame into taking serve or a stimulus
No,
check.
no, man.
It's just more like do what you got to do for now, but have a plan.
What's the plan? What's next?
What are you
How do I
gonna
get
do?
off it?
What right?
Yeah.
You know what? You know what?
And that's that the pandemic that's been happening for years, bro. Comfort,
oh boy.
mediocrity.
I feel
There's
like
been a
everybody's
mediocre.
drive has like died at some degree due to the fact that there is no inspiration. I mean, nobody's doing anything.
Yeah. Most
Everybody,
people, yeah.
everybody's locked down. Everybody that's working on anything is really quiet due to the fact that, why show it if there's nobody to look at it?
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And
This pandemic changed my life, bro. It exposed my weaknesses.
I feel that the pandemic was at some degree needed.
Wow. That's interesting how that works.
And here's why.
The universe
It gives
is
you
interesting.
it has forced everybody
Mm-hmm.
to get out of their comfort zone.
Wow.
Even with the whole mask, wearing a mask
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable, isn't
Yeah.
it? Well, you got to do it.
Yeah.
So now you're out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. You lose your job.
What are you
Business
gonna do?
shuts
What are you
down.
gonna do? You're making less
Kids
money than you used.
homeschooled.
You
No
name
income.
it.
Scary,
You
bro.
name it. You
Yeah.
name it. This pandemic has. I feel like it's here to build us and kill the old generation and completely
Yeah. People that were left behind before are completely wiped out now.
done.
And if they don't make a change, they're fucked.
Done.
Same with my family. 100%.
It's
And one of my favorite quotes: "A setback is the best time for a comeback." So like in pandemics is where people change their life. Dude, changed my life. Last year was the hardest year of my life. We pivoted, changed my life,
That's
tripled
it.
my income,
Yeah.
and that's because we pivoted. We adapted.
you made changes.
We adapted, and it sucked, and it was like depressing, and it was hard. Lost a lot of family members, lost a lot of money, but coming out of it, through struggle comes strength.
Yeah.
So like I look for struggle now.
And you have to go through a few things in order to learn something. Because if you keep doing the same thing,
Yeah.
imagine you are baking a cake wrong for 10 years. And you'll come out and say, I've been baking for 10 years. Guess what, buddy? You've been doing it wrong for 10 years.
Yeah,
So you gotta do something different
yeah.
in order to learn something different.
They say the definite, and for those of you that are in the personal development space, you would have heard this a ton. So just don't chirp me for that. But they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, and then it's expecting a different result.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm going to continue eating McDonald's and I'm going to get jacked, fam. I'm going to continue not going to the gym and things are going to be blesser. That was my plan. It's not going my way. So crazy. So if you want to go insane, keep doing what you're doing and expecting a different result. If you want to get rich, keep staying at the same job. If you want to get healthy, keep eating McDonald's, keep not working out, keep waking up late, sleeping late. Crazy. Keep not drinking water.
And I feel at some degree, this is where, we all meet
Yeah.
as,
We all have that in common.
yeah.
Yeah, and the awesome thing about it, there's a quote in business. They say, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You're in life.
Right.
You're in life for yourself. You're alone, but you're not by yourself because you can create those associations, that team work together and change your life.
I don't believe in loneliness, and here's why.
No, man.
And here's why. I don't know how people even say that, I feel lonely. Forget about the fact that there's 7 billion people in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Forget that. Let's just say you don't know that. But anywhere you go, you just have to turn. There's somebody there.
100%.
There's somebody here.
Yeah.
The way this is set up is the fact that there is not just one human. And then, when that one dies, another one comes. No. There's 7 billion of us.
Every day,
And
people
there's
got to
be a reason for that.
and being born.
There's gotta be a reason for that.
Man. This is a spiritual conversation now, and man, loneliness comes from self-love, from
100%.
self-image, identity.
I've
When you
always
look
thought
in the
about that.
mirror, like me, fam, put me in a basement with my computer, doc, you'll lose me for 17 days
that's it,
straight,
that's
no
it.
sleep,
That's all.
fired up.
I have friends that struggle with this,
Yeah,
and this is
Of
what I say.
course.
You gotta be able to be happy by yourself,
correct.
to enjoy your
Will
own
Smith,
company,
baby, Will Smith.
to enjoy your own company,
Yeah,
to literally. And Will Smith said that. I've never heard it.
yeah,
That just
100%.